Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC, and I'm headed to the future.
What? The future, really?
Yes, Mac. Throughout human history, PCs have had to deal with freezing, crashing, error messages. I need to know if we're ever going to work the way we should. So I'm going to the year 2150.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, good luck. I hope it works. Greetings, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
What?
Future PC. Have they figured out how to fix our issues? Have they figured out how to make us as stable and as hassle-free as a Mac?
Future PC just froze.
Well, that answers that question.
Welcome to Verospace, where we are looking at a rather strange gentleman. He's carrying a out-of-time device, a device that's too small to be electronically significant in the 1930s. However, he's looking up at something. I first thought he was looking at that lady across the road, and fine she is. However, he seems to be looking upwards at something in the sky, slightly tilted upwards there. Yeah, and voila, the time portal. You scumbag, you. Right, anyway, we can't see them because they're heavily cloaked. And we wouldn't even believe they were there, even if we did see them. Isn't that shocking? Oh, what a shocker. Anyway, up to you to make some sense of this. I can't really get a good look at that cell phone. Whether it is maybe just a comms device to his time portal or whatever, but he seems to be walking around in front of the natives who, like Columbus, can't see the ships, or Columbus is Indians anyway. That's it. We busted them again, hopefully. Have a good one. Thanks.
On the line. Here he is. Good morning. Where are you calling from, sir?
I am calling from Southern California.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually in the Anza Borrego Desert as I'm talking to you.
Really?
Yes.
And when are you from?
Well, when I'm from is 2037.
2037?
Yeah, but this goes back. I'll tell you. Well, first of all, I'll tell you that since you did this show, I had to call you because I remember listening to this and going, my God, that's my voice.
Oh, my God.
In fact, well, see, it all started with, well, in fact, I had called, well, I guess it's 97, several months earlier saying I had bought one of Steve Gibbs' machines.
Oh, you bought one of...
Yeah, I remember, and I said I was getting phone calls from myself.
Yes, I remember.
Yes. Well, this continued, and now I know why. Anyway, gives us things. They didn't work very well.
Must have worked.
They worked well in the desert. From that experience.
Where did you go?
I wasn't able to go far. I was only able to go maybe a couple of years ahead. I had problems. I couldn't go backwards either. But I was also later in the military in 2001 and 2 and 3.
What were you able to observe?
I wasn't able to observe. I was still in the same where I was before. But that's not my method of time travel right now. My method, well, my method is a ship, which I operate.
You have a ship?
Yeah, I was, well, what we don't want to call them abductees, but an experiencer, and recruited, and I thought it was great. and they, well, it's not that hard to operate the ship. The other Mike, my name is Mike too, the other Mike, I was curious about him because he was sent back on a mission, and I'm curious about who sent him back. Because there's various time travelers. There are unwilling time travelers, and these unwilling time travelers were people who were experimented on either by the government or by different beings.
I posted a photo of Andrew Basiago, who in 1972 went back to see Abraham Lincoln give the Gettysburg Address, and the response was terrible. Almost everyone who gave it a thumbs down, as if to say this didn't happen. Andrew Basiago is an attorney today, practices in the state of Washington. Articulate, cogent, and credible. Not incredible, he is credible. I'm going to read you an article. I did a search. Here is the search I did. Basiago and Gettysburg were the only two words I used. 6,000 web pages. The second link on the Google Advanced Search, top line, meaning each word must appear on the page. The second link, executiveproducer.posterous.com, posted November 13, 2010. This is the article I'm reading. Let's get started. Andrew Basiago talks about Lincoln at Gettysburg. There's a photo of Lincoln. Andrew D. Basiago has emerged with evidence that secret U.S. time travel technologies were used as early as 1971 to acquire first-hand documentary knowledge about September 11, 2001, fully 3 decades before the horrific events of that fateful day. Mr. Basiago, a child participant in DARPA's time travel program, Project Pegasus, has publicly stated how in 1971 he viewed moving images of the attack on the Twin Towers on September 11, 2001, that had been obtained from the future and brought back to the early 1970s. DARPA is the chief research and development arm of the U.S. military. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, created the precursor to the Internet, ARPANET, and has a penchant for trumpeting its advances, such as putting surveillance cameras on the backs of bumblebees